Good afternoon, sons and daughters of Chukwu Okike Abiama, depending where you reside. My sympathies goes to Igbo traders after demolition at trade fair. Dear sons and daughters of Chukwu Okike Abiama, the direct descendant of Chukwu Okike Abiama, today I stand before you with a heavy heart, deeply saddened by the painful events that have unfolded constantly in Lagos, particularly at the trade fair complex. The demolition of properties worth billions, the fruit of your sweat, sacrifice, and years of hard work, is not just the destruction of buildings, but the shattering of dreams and livelihoods. To every Igbo traders affected, please accept my deepest sympathy. I feel your pain, and I share in your sorrow, and I acknowledge the immense contribution you have made, not only to the economy of Lagos State, but to the growth and progress of Nigeria as a whole. However, a moment like this, we must remember who we are: a resilient, industrious, and peace-loving people. Let us resist the temptation to respond with anger or violence. Instead, let us remain calm, united, and focused. Our strength has always been in our ability to rise above adversity and turn challenges into opportunities. This is not the time to call on the Lagos State government to show understanding, because this is a Yoruba agenda. This is not the time to blame anyone. This is not the time to be politically correct. This is not the time to grant interviews. This is not the time to protest. This is not the time to threaten anyone. This is not the time to agitate, because we have done all this and it did not bring any positive change or peace in our society. The time has come for all Igbo to decide what they really want. Why should the Lagos government wait until after completion of this project before stopping it or demolishing it? Every year, the Yoruba must destroy Igbo properties in Lagos. Either they burnt it or they demolish it. They use tractors to demolish it, or they use fire to burn them down. Do you want to continue living under the Yoruba and Niger Delta bullies? Or do you want to face the reality and free yourself from these bullies? Before you decide, you must understand that we go to war so that we can arrive at peace. You cannot have peace by sacrificing your lives and properties. A man who is strong in his hometown but weak outside his hometown is a weak fool. Why are all Igbo leaders, IPOB, ESN, Autopilot, Masob, and all these confused non-state actors strong in their hometown but weak outside their hometown? You cannot win a war by defending. You win a war by defending and attacking. When will you take your madness out of Igbo land to Abuja and Lagos? For the past 60 years, you have been fighting a defensive battle with no dignity. And that is why everyone is strong when it comes to Igbo issues. Why is it happening? Because you choose peace. Because you choose to let go, thinking that's the solution to your problem. The time is ripe to change this mindset, because it is not working. How can there be no Ojukwu in Igbo land? How can there be no Ojukwu in the National Assembly? How can there be no Ojukwu in the Senate? How can there be no Ojukwu among the state governors? How come there's no Ojukwu in the diaspora? I tell you, there is one Ojukwu in the diaspora, and you are looking at him speaking to you right now. I don't need your money. I need your support and their contact for me to succeed, and I ask you to follow my instruction. First, take a picture of all your properties in Lagos and Abuja, both the ones demolished by the Yoruba people, because they will pay for it very soon. How come the Jewish people have never forgotten about the Holocaust? But the Igbo have quickly forgotten about the Igbo Holocaust. To strong Igbo men and women, how come? How do you sleep watching the Yoruba destroy, kill Igbos in Lagos without any consequences? How long will you keep on sacrificing your people? How long will you keep on sacrificing your people's life and property for peace to reign? You cannot be preaching peace while the enemies are preaching war. Why are you afraid of taking the second shot? That is why I'm asking you to allow me to lead, because I am a realist. I believe that war is the only solution for world peace. That is why my name is Otisa, the trouble one. Those that will blame the Igbo, why are they not speaking? Why are they not doing anything? I tell you, because they are complicit. The Yoruba madness against the Igbo is getting too much in Lagos. You sold your property, and that is final. You cannot get it back. To my Igbo traders, do not lose hope. The same spirit of resilience that built those properties will rebuild them again. If you can survive Awolowo 20 pounds policy, your courage, enterprise, and unity will prevail, and a brighter tomorrow will emerge from this painful moment. Thank you, and may peace guide our path towards our brighter future. Follow me on the TikTok at pinned, P-I-N-D, and thank you. May God bless all of you.